EcoReef Mini Reefs are a combination of twigs and rocks bound together with recycled plastic to form a natural maze where baby fish can be safeguarded from natural dangers and from being eaten by larger fish. Egg-laying fish and live birth fish species spawn in huge numbers. However, most eggs and baby fish do not survive when exposed to larger hungry fish. EcoReef small fish breeding caves can substantially increase the rate of survival. EcoReefs can be used as aquatic plant anchors to create a natural environment for small fish and to increase breeding numbers, as well as creating a safe haven for a variety of aquatic life forms. EcoReef Mini Reefs are ideal for domestic aquarium use, so let's go ahead and learn how to make our very own. In this first instruction video, we'll go through what we need to collect to build our own mini reefs. Firstly, we will need a variety of empty soda bottles as shown. Then we'll need to gather a bunch of twisted twigs and branches. The twigs need to be aged because we need to avoid tannins that can seep out of new branches and hurt our fish. They should also be as gnarled and twisted as you can find. Dry roots are just great. Next, we should collect a variety of small rocks and stones. It's better to use rough stones rather than smooth river rocks to allow rough edges for aquatic growth to attach themselves to. Finally, we need natural rope like sisal as a tether, and that's only if we intend to use our mini reefs anywhere where they can be washed away into our waterways. If we use them in our aquariums, they're quite safe. They just stay in the aquariums and go nowhere. And now the tools we need to put our mini reefs together. Simple: gloves, goggles and mask for safety, and a heat gun to melt and harden our plastic so it can last for decades. Now that we're all set up, let's go to the production stage. First things first, we cut the tops and the bottoms of our soda bottles. Remember to save all these little bits and pieces left over to be recycled later. Then we take our twigs and a rock and squeeze them into our bottle nice and tight, with ends of the twigs sticking out of the ends. There's a reason for this, which we will see as we go. Now we start up our handy heat gun. Take care not to burn your fingers, and we set about making a creative sculpture out of our EcoReef. Now here's where it gets a little tricky, as we need to ensure that our little fish have a safe haven. We need to concentrate the heat in specific areas. Firstly, to create passageways, we melt holes in loose spots so there's space on both sides. Secondly, we heat the sharp edges of our cave so the whole thing becomes nice and comfortable. There we go, all done and dusted. We're all ready to fill our tank with nice clean water. We push a few healthy aquatic plants into the cavities, and then we place them artistically in our newly created breeding tank, which we leave to age for a day or so before we trot off to the nearest aquarium store for a few beautiful native fish, as well as asking them for all their good advice. Now remember the ends of the twigs hanging out that we were talking about? They are designed to dig into the earth so roots can do what they do best, and that is to nurture the plants, which in turn nurture our fish, and all up create a little living paradise. That's it. Now we sit back and enjoy every minute watching nature as she grows our plants and nurtures our fish until the little babies raise their cute little heads. Have fun, and please remember to keep us informed as you go so we can all share in your fun.